Welcome back to Muscle Mommies. I'm Elena.
I'm Audev.
And I'm Nona, and we're glad they're here.
We missed you guys, and today's episode is spicy. Spicy, hot, steaming tea. And we're excited.
And just very important, I think.
Yeah.
A very important topic to discuss for sure.
And
Yeah.
it's honestly sad, not gonna lie. Like,
So it's all emotions you can think of.
All emotions, we're everywhere.
And I honestly can say, at least like speaking to the girls, something we're all very passionate about. So I think this discussion is cool for it to take place on here. Like we've talked about it a little bit, but our like main discussion for all of this is going to be right here, right now. So it's going to be a cool one to have with you guys.
Exactly.
Who wants to break the news? I'm sure everyone already knows about what's going on. If any of you want to like just break down what recent events have occurred in like the fitness industry or specifically TikTok.
You could do it.
Well,
I think you do.
let's talk about the one video that literally like kind of
Started
put it out there.
Okay, fair.
Who knows more about this?
I think Elena, so you can go ahead and
I
like
do.
introduce the video. Yeah, like with Tori.
Do I list everything?
I mean, just break down the first video, like what it was, and what it avalanched into, you know?
Okay. Basically, these two influencers, Tori called them out because she had a couple experiences with them, and just, I feel like everyone knows already.
No, I mean,
Like-
there could be people who are listening who at least maybe didn't even follow all the way through. So just break it down, and then we'll start talking about it, like what we think, everything.
Oh, okay. So basically, these two girls are being called out for being problematic, body shaming, bullying, and for bullying for body, followers, and eating disorders, which is terrible. Also, saying a racial slur,
That's
and
so bad.
Just scamming some people. I don't really know if it was on purpose or not, but it definitely could have been handled better.
Yeah,
But
I
that's
agree.
the breakdown of it. So
Yeah, I think just to put it out there, like I think there's, at least from my opinion on this, is there's really no room to leave things anonymous, because I think if you're in the realm, you've probably kept up with this. Two, I think people who do such things, for people to know their names is better than for people to not know their names. So the influencers are Taylor Olson and Sam Taylor. They've been fitness influencing for a while now, as far as I can remember, like almost like the same period of time that I've been on TikTok. And we sort of want to discuss the issues that came with them. Now, when it comes to things like, I think like scamming people through her coaching program and things like that, like I do think that's incredibly problematic. But at least for what heavily concerns me is one, racial comments that you can make so ignorantly and claim that, oh, I didn't know. And
or was it meant hurtful?
Yeah, she basically said, I can't remember what the exact quote was I didn't know it was hurtful, therefore it's not hurtful. And I think that comment screams ignorance. I followed these girls, by the way, and I supported them. At a time, I remember when Taylor Olson was getting beat down. Oh, wait.
Oh wait.
Because you imagine, it's like they're getting arrested. They're coming for me. Well, yeah.
Wait, the way that you said, "I'll wait," you know, like someone's interrupting, you're like, "I'll wait for you to finish."
You know how I said it? I almost wanted to let you guys know, because I bet you guys were thinking like, why the fuck she just stopped speaking? So I was like, I'll wait.
It was just really funny.
Yeah. Prior, like a while ago, Taylor Olson had been in some other kind of like drama on TikTok where she had sort of said like, oh, if you're not famous if you have 20,000 followers on TikTok, like who's gonna tell these boys that they're not? And it, like, I agree that comment was not necessary and it was a little annoying, but it reached a side of TikTok that was berating her, like so mean. Like they were picking apart her body, her face, all her videos. And I saw these on my For You page over and over with hundreds of thousands of likes. And I was like, we had a topic. We talked about this once. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So in one of the episodes. But I messaged her and I said, dude, like, you don't deserve that. And I think I said something like, if you ever want to, like, if you ever need fighters, I'm here, you know, like, as a joke, like, I would help defend her. But anyways, so there was no animosity towards these girls. But in light of, like, recent events, I see these things and I'm like, there's no reason for them to continue to have a platform in a space that involves health, wellness, taking care of each other, taking care of ourselves. When one, they're terrible people to be making racist comments. And two, to shame somebody for her ED, her loose skin, quote unquote, is what Tori said in her video, and for her following, for like not being good enough. That's so
not being relevant.
That, when I say like that, breaks my heart. Like, to hear that initially literally makes me feel so bad for the girl in that position.
Agreed. I'm just, well, actually it doesn't even matter, but I was like curious, like, what type of comment did she make? Like, the racial thing.
Oh, I'll tell you what it was. Oh, you didn't know what it was?
No, I didn't hear.
Dude, I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. I love reality TV, so I'm a drama consumer. Like, I don't think that's shameful. Like, I love to follow things like this. So, and especially because they're in our realm, I literally did my research. And she, in her podcast episode, apparently, like, she was talking about people who comment hateful things, boys in specific, and she said, like, something along the lines, and this is me quoting her, that when they comment things like that, I just want to go to their profile and comment on something that's ugly about them as well. So she said, like, I want to say something like, look at your afro, that's so ugly. And people were like, hello, like, how do you so not even confident.
That's what she said. Look at your afro, it's so ugly.
It was, don't quote, it's look at your afro for sure. Like, she mentions the afro, and she mentions some kind of like negative comment about it. I don't know what the exact words were,
still,
but it
like,
was
the fact that she,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
I don't know. She probably didn't mean it in that way.
Yeah.
But that's just ignorance. You know?
Like, yeah, of course.
I feel like she really didn't mean it in that way, and it probably wasn't towards a person of color. But
I think she wanted to say, oh, look at your hair, like, it's so messed up, and got too specific and accidentally.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree. I don't
But
think she maybe wasn't saying it to someone who had an afro.
She should have, like, been more careful with her wording choice.
And now take accountability for that mistake instead of just saying, oh, I didn't mean it in that way. You can say that, but you also need to take accountability.
Acknowledge it that it was wrong.
Yes.
Yeah. And it's like, especially if you're not talking about someone who's a person of color, someone who doesn't have an afro, and you're using afro as an analogy to bad looking curly hair, that's what makes that racist. You get what I'm saying? It's basically, it's almost worse. It's like, if the person doesn't have an afro, but you see messy curly hair as an afro, when an afro is someone's natural hairstyle, that, because there's that stigma about like afros and things like that tons of companies get in trouble for. You know, like, you can't wear your hair in that kind of style to work, but it's like, why? It's well kept, you know, but
it's hair, it's a hairstyle, you know,
and it's kept, right? But then there's that internal, that's why people are calling her racist, because there has to be something internally wired for you to see someone's unkept hair and say, oh, it's an afro. You get what I'm saying? At least that's my assumption.
And use that as
that makes sense.
As an insult.
As an insult. Yeah, it's not an insult. It's like quote unquote, like, would it make sense for me to be like, look at her straight hair, look at her straight fine hair? It wouldn't make sense. But so it's like, look at your afro.
That's messed up. Okay,
you know,
I get it.
Yeah,
I'm also not on like fit talk at all, so I don't know what happening or like what's anything. I think me and you are like not on it, and then Arab's over here like, this is what happened. And I'm like, what?
I get those videos, but I'm not on fit talk. I'm like on animal TikTok. I love it.
I mean, I get random videos all the time too, but I have interest in fit talk, and I also like follow it myself. And seeing Tori's video, like, I fell down a spiral because I was also like, I follow these girls, so I gotta know what happened. You know.
Okay, she came on my FYP like apologizing. And, like, she was, like, talking really fast. I forgot what she was saying.
It seemed very scripted.
Yeah. And just, like, not genuine.
Not sincere. And she didn't address anything besides the one thing about her clients. And she didn't fully address it either. So she didn't address the racial slur or body shaming in the fitness industry.
I'm sorry, but if you're in the fitness industry, that's not... You shouldn't be in the fitness industry if you're going to be like negative towards any single
body type.
Your fitness industry
and behind the scenes.
Yeah, both. Exactly. We're over here to love each other, spread love and positivity. This isn't the area to crumble down a safe space, because fitness industry is supposed to be a safe space for everyone to improve themselves. And the fact that you're gonna like come at someone and like tear them down in an area of improvement, nah.
And if it's just about the clout and the money, there's so many other
go somewhere else. Yeah.
Of like social media.
Exactly.
Yeah, like you're not well fit to be in a space that's about improvement and self-love. And the thing is to claim to be those things. It's even worse. You're not, at least like there's people who are blatantly disrespectful and mean up front. Like their content is even like, you shouldn't look like this, X, Y, and Z. But like to act like women empowerment, we love everyone, you should be happy about everything, and to make someone feel so comfortable about her body and her eating disorder that she was in trying to book a flight home early, like that's fucking awful.
It's
like,
very manipulating.
I'm speechless, you know, like I can't really fathom the words to say how painful I think that is.
Yeah.
And then to see, at least for me, it sucks to, not sucks, it's shameful to see people continue to support them. Everyone makes mistakes, this and that, but I don't think that's a mistake. I'll be honest, I've never in my life made a mistake like that. A mistake is like accidentally forgetting something. Like if I accidentally forget your birthday, that's a mistake. You know, but I'm preparing you because I have terrible birthday remembrance.
Like, it's coming up. It's coming up.
I have it written down.
To go.
I have it written. I have both of yours written down.
I need to write down both of yours.
I think I do too somewhere in my notes. Just the
like bro, I honestly feel like this week everyone's getting called out and canceled.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah.
On the fitness industry,
on
right?
The fitness industry.
It's
who's the other? There's a male that I was kind of shook that he was.
Me too.
That I saw these stuff and I was like, I did not expect that from him whatsoever, because I was rooting for him back then. He used to be.
I defended him before.
Yeah.
Like in his comments, I have defended him.
Bro, this.
It's should we spill?
Of course.
The Ryan Reid. So beyond disappointing, like, and it scares me, honestly. So basically Richie, you're always good at explaining things. You go.
Oh no, you take it away. I want you to do it because I feel like I'm explaining everything, so you can just go to the
do you want to do it?
I don't know much about it. I just know what the
You're
thing
so good at
me.
explaining. That's the thing.
Okay, I'll break it down quickly.
Just, you know.
Okay, so Ryan Reid.
Weed.
Ryan
Great
Reid.
explanation.
Look what happened.
Oh, my back.
Ryan Reid was a fitness like trainer who had a heavy social media following, specifically on TikTok, and he is one of those trainers that are specifically like their content is directed towards women because he helps women build their glutes, helps women like get a smaller waist. He's had all different kinds of things like that, and he was for lack of better words, like a knight in shining armor for women. Like any time there was a viral video of like a guy who was belittling women in the gym, etc., he was the first person to respond and say, I don't know, defend us, constantly talk about how, like, directly speak to women and be like, I know that it's so difficult because I see it firsthand how men can belittle you, can assault you, can harass you, all these things. There's countless videos of him addressing how women are used, manipulated, taken advantage of in a space that's supposed to be safe for them. And women, I mean, I always say this, when women see a guy that defends us, there's a reason that they get popularity so quickly. It's because, I hate to say it, we don't see it often, or we don't see it often boldly. Like, there's no one who does that like heavily and it makes that their personality. So when we see it, we're like, that's so cool, we love that guy. And he grew up to 1 million followers because women loved him, felt safe around him. Over 1 million. Yeah. I was one of them.
Me too.
Same.
And recently we start seeing people, it started with people calling him out like with screenshots, and I hadn't even recognized this, but screenshot of like him training his clients, and these screenshots were rather uncomfortable. Like, I hadn't seen all his content, that to be fair. So when people were showing screenshots, it was like people doing push-ups and him holding them by the waist from behind. Like it was excessive touching.
It wasn't push-ups. He does like this thing like what are they called? I literally just went blank.
Planks?
Plank dips.
Okay.
Oh.
And how you're supposed to have an arch. Sorry. And so he would like hold their hips and move them. And
it looks really weird. Yeah, I can see that now with that image.
Yeah.
So it was literally like their like butt and his crotch like so close together, literally, and him just groping their waist. Anyways, So it started with allegations like that, and then people, of course, come with their stories like, yes, I went to his gym, he excessively touched me. There is countless stories. And now, like, once that happened, people started, of course, like digging in. And he had reviews at his gym from years ago, like prior to where this was a thing, and you could say
Prior
people
to
are,
social media.
yes,
Like prior to TikTok.
So you couldn't even say people are doing this for clout. You know how usually when something like that happens, people will be like, could possibly make stories up. There's reviews from years ago where people are like, he literally is excessively touching, assaulting, has STDs, like there was so, and is spreading STDs, like so many things from years ago. The worst that I think personally recently came out of an audio message he had sent to a underage girl, and this is a recording of the audio message, so there's like no real denying this. And he is literally telling her like, you have beautiful tits. He's complimenting her physique, and in the middle he says, you have beautiful tits. And like, I don't know, it just, the overwhelming evidence of him assaulting women and taking advantage of women. I say taking advantage because these girls are being vulnerable with him when they get into that space, and especially a lot of them don't really know any better when it comes to training. So him groping them, they probably think this is how it's supposed to be done. That could be their very first trainer, you know. So that's taking advantage of someone who's in a vulnerable place. And the minor, like, I can't even begin, dude. Like, it's disgusting.
Mm-hmm. Another thing he would do was sleep with his clients in exchange for training sessions.
And this was a remark that didn't come after.
No way.
Mm-hmm.
That didn't come after the videos being exposed. So I feel like those are more legitimate. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys agree, but those were prior. Like, he would, I don't know, like, imagine like a blowjob for a training session, like in exchange for things. Yeah, it's really bad.
There were so many more stories that are just absolutely disgusting. I don't even want to talk about him.
Yeah, and he got fired from his gym that he was at before for those issues. But
Years
then he came
ago,
back. But
and
then
he came back.
Mm-hmm. So it's like, this has been following him.
Yeah.
Such a shame.
Mm-hmm. I was telling Elena the other day, I was like, it sucks because, like, I feel like we've had this conversation multiple times, but it's like, even our knight and shining armors, we can't trust. And this is not a one-time story.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many stories of men when they are working for women and exclusively to women, end up assaulting women. So it's like, damn, even when someone makes us feel deliberately like they've given us a safe place, it's not safe at all.
Mm-hmm. Like,
it's like, who do we trust?
Another person being exposed right now, not in the fitness industry, but just another example of guys who defend women being the problem is Modern Warrior.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's the hate colonizer guy.
Oh.
Yeah. He constantly defends women. And then...
Bro, it makes me, like, not want to believe anyone who
I know.
defends women on social media anymore. How sad. How fucking sad, bro.
And even... Sometimes we can't... It's so sad, but because...
And they make it so convincing, too.
It's tying back to Sam and Taylor with the whole supporting women thing and then behind the scenes.
You know,
that's... It all ties... You can't trust anyone.
No, you can't. Okay.
Literally no one.
You can't trust people who have to yell about their character. That's what I think.
Yeah.
So if you have to constantly say, I uplift women, I love women, as a woman or a man, you are a red flag.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have to say it.
It's like, why do you have to say that? Mm-mm. Like, it's like you're trying to prove something.
Yeah.
It's like actions speak louder than words.
Or you're trying to reel in people who you know would like that.
Exactly.
For example, for the men, like, they're gonna be this admirable, lovable man because they do that, and they're gonna be able to get in your pants.
Yeah.
Like, yikes. Like, you gotta trust the people who just come off that way.
Yeah. Literally.
Who just come off that way. Maybe every now and then defend women when it gets really bad.
Exactly.
Like, if there's something incredibly serious happening, they get up on their profiles and they're like, you guys need to never say this towards a woman. You know, like, that's different if it's incredibly. But every day,
your entire account is based on that. I'm raising an eyebrow if I could raise an eyebrow.
You can't raise an eyebrow.
Do you have Botox?
No. I'm just messed up.
You look confused. Look at the camera.
I'm raising an eyebrow if you do that shit.
You look confused. Yeah.
Can you raise your eyebrows?
I can.
No one.
Oh, no, I can't.
I can. I
I definitely can.
What a world we live in.
A scary world.
I don't wanna be here anymore. Take
Yeah.
me to Pluto.
Wait,
where
I
I'm
know.
all alone.
I want to go to Bali.
Bro, take me with you.
What the fuck is happening here? I almost wanted to join, but I was like, I don't think I should ruin their moment. It was so good.
Low-key like a musical, bro.
Dude, yes.
Yeah.
Mamma Mia part 2, 3.
Ooh, when we
Wait,
go
what
to
did you say,
Mamma
Mamma
Mia?
Mia?
Yeah, Mamma Mia. Wait, what?
Bali.
Did you say Mamma Mia?
Yeah,
Oh,
part
okay.
3.
I haven't seen 1 or 2.
When we go to Greece, guys,
Oh,
we're remaking it. It's
We could be
happening.
casted.
We could be casted.
could be casted.
Bro, Muscle Mommy's Mamma Mia.
Yeah. That's 4 M's. That's actually really good.
Woo. Muscle Mommies.
I love it.
Muscle Mommy's Mamma Mia.
I'll let you guys take it away. I'll do the editing. Yeah. I can help us film the video.
It's like you know in that scene like where they pick up the bride or whatever
Yeah.
on the thing. It's like we see RF, we pick up RF. Like,
I like that.
You like that?
I like being carried.
Okay, good. We're gonna do that. Bro, I was crying. Yeah, I was so. Well, not crying because it's hard for me to cry, but I was like, you know.
Wait, you're not a crier?
No.
Must be nice.
Must be nice, yeah.
Must be nice.
You guys
I'm-
criers?
I'm definitely a crier, dude.
Really?
Yeah.
No way.
I just be crying for no reason.
Why are you crying?
It's just like my release of emotions, happy, sad, angry. Like,
Okay,
like,
oh my
imagine
God,
cry,
you're feeling these
If I have
emotions
to explain something to you and I start to get frustrated, I'll cry. If I can't explain it properly. It always happens, like, I'll talk to someone, I'm frustrated, and I start crying, and they're like, oh, I'm like, I'm not sad. Like, you don't have
like,
to
I'm
cry.
mad.
Yeah.
I'm just frustrated.
Yeah.
I'm
the
Elena's
same way.
over here like, no, I witnessed this multiple times.
No, I don't think we've seen each other cry.
No.
Once. About my parents, our parents.
Oh yeah. We
Yeah.
were literally
Both
sitting
cried.
right here, and we were talking, and she started crying,
And then we started laughing.
because we were crying.
That's usually how my cries go, though. They're followed by laughter. Like, immediately after, I'm like, why the hell am I crying? Like, when's the last time you cried?
I don't remember.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't
I'm
cry.
gonna make
Crazy.
you cry.
No, you fucked up. No,
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I think like I have to be really frustrated or like sad to cry.
Okay.
I
That's
think the
that's
last
good.
time I cried was like on my period, like a while ago, and I saw this really sad TikTok, and it just really got me.
I want to be like that.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
cry every time my period for sure. That's a 100% designated cry.
Yeah, I'm just like I hate everyone.
I just get sad.
I hate everyone.
Yeah.
I need to be locked up in a dungeon during my period. So like,
Shut
do not
up.
let the beast unreleased.
Yeah, I'm definitely overly emotional. Like, someone will do something and I'll overanalyze it and I'll cry. That's how I know my
Yeah.
period's coming.
Damn,
Yeah.
that's wild. Do you guys ever have like really good workouts like on the first or second day of your period or like near your period? Because I swear to God, I have my best workouts.
No.
Like near
Not
your
on.
period.
I can't relate.
Near it.
I start to cramp before my period comes as well sometimes.
Yeah,
So,
minor cramps.
yeah.
Yeah, and then my
My
period
boobs get
comes-
hard.
Oh, that's the best though. It's like perky.
Yeah, until you like roll over on them
And you're like,
in your sleep and you're like, it's like so tender,
yeah, bro.
but they're big.
Yeah, they get juicy. I'm like, I kind of want to wear something, so they're like, yeah, me too. Literally.
I have the smallest tits here, and I'm sad.
No, you don't.
No,
Yes,
you
I do.
don't.
Yes, I do.
I think you have nice titties.
Mine are so small.
No, I look honestly. I think small are in.
Bro, would you rather have tiny titties or big ass titties?
I want medium titties.
I think you have good titties. Good titty size.
I think each
Itty
titty
bitty.
size has its
unique.
pros.
Yeah.
Like I see girls with bigger boobs and I'm like, I want it so bad. I see girls with smaller boobs. I'm like, I want it so bad. No, you guys can't relate.
No, I like my titty size.
Nah, I'm a grass is greener kind of person.
What
I
do you
liked my
mean?
titty size a year ago, but I lost some.
I definitely lost some too, dude. But it's okay, dude. We went. How are we talking about titties?
Literally.
That's like the real question. How did we
How
even
did
get
we
here?
come to the titty though?
Yeah.
There's no flies.
We
Yeah, but okay, the zapper got stolen.
What?
Yeah.
Who
Does
stole
that-
it?
Just my packages just go missing. If they don't come to my front door, there's like a 20%, 80% chance they
Who
get
stole
stolen.
the zip stopper, bro? I'm so excited.
Yeah,
to use
but
that.
I
not
know
have
they opened that
cameras?
box and they were disappointed, and I'm happy. Imagine stealing an Amazon box and you open it, it's a fly zapper. Like, go fuck yourself. Congrats.
Then you got a
Congrats, got a fly
$15
Maybe
fly.
they need it though.
Yeah.
They probably do. If
They got
they're
a clean
stealing
ass house now.
packages. Fly free.
No, honestly, I'm kind of shook. I didn't see one single fly.
Yeah, well, honestly, I swear, like, whether you believe me or you don't, when you're not here, they're not here.
That's actually wild.
Maybe
bro.
you have a scent.
No.
Like a fruity scent.
No.
Like a fruity
Cancer.
You're a fly attractor.
Don't say that shit to me, bro. I hate those fuckers. I'm like,
Yeah, I don't like them either, for real.
no, but you
They're
know what?
annoying.
I have a cricket problem.
A cricket problem.
Yeah.
At your house?
Yeah.
In your house?
Everywhere.
Outside your house?
No, in my house.
That I would move.
but like,
That, like, I would be so scared
but
of them,
I'm
like, coming up
friends
on my
with them
bed.
now.
Oh my gosh. What?
yeah, we're friends.
Are you friends? How many?
I think like a good day, like 3, and then they
Ooh,
would have a
that's
baby,
crazy.
and I would
Aw.
rescue it. I just grab them by the antenna and just
Yeah, they're harmless.
yeah, they're cute.
They're just not harmless when you wake up and they're, like, next to you. That would actually scare me.
No, but they know, like they're polite. Like they don't come on my bed. They only
polite.
No way.
they only crawl up on my curtains, but they don't come in my bed.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah,
Respectful.
they're cute. You know.
Yeah.
Like it's okay. We're retracking to tea talk recently because tea talk is like what? I mean, I don't like tea, but this tea is very
Important to talk-
important.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of like a reflection on the fitness industry, you know, in some sense. Because like there's some corrupt people
It puts a very
that puts a really bad
bad
name on
on the
others.
fitness industry.
Yeah.
And then people are like, oh, that's all fitness influencers.
Yeah, and I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we see it a lot, too. Like, there's been a history of influencers who are along the same lines.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I'd like to say there's more good than there is bad. Because the people
Yeah.
who get exposed are such big stories because it's uncommon that you would
True.
you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Or
Like it's rare. So thank God the fitness industry's majority is optimistic, real woman empowerment, you know?
Yeah, that so much so that someone who's not gets called out for it heavily. So that's
Yeah,
good. There's
yeah.
accountability to
Exactly.
respect other women.
That honestly, that shows how tight the fitness industry is. Like how positive and optimistic and encouraging it is that when we see one bad like bug in it, we're like, oh,
we want to call them out.
like please remove yourself, you know?
There's a lot that are hidden though, but I feel like the ones that get called out are definitely the bigger ones.
Yeah, I'm sure there's people who definitely hide their
Yeah.
personas.
Because I've seen like smaller influencers in the fitness industry just being terrible to other women, and I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, you know what? I just hope the individuals who are, you know, the people who are the topic of this, you know, whatever we're talking about. I hope they learn their lesson in some sense and like truly like change who they are and truly like give the people who deserve an apology the apology that they should receive, you know? Like
Yeah.
it's really messed up, and I just really hope that they learn and change for the best.
Yeah, I
Take-
agree.
and take
You know?
responsibility.
And take responsibility. And you know what? I'm a huge like believer in that people can change, so I truly hope that like they change, because it's honestly a shame. They're very young, beautiful girls, so it's like it's a shame to see that you took that route and you harmed so many people in the way, you know?
Yeah.
Own up to it, apologize, a genuine apology, and truly change, you know?
Yeah, I agree. And that first step is saying that I'm wrong, and it's not a bad thing.
It is.
Yeah, it's not.
I feel like
It's a good thing.
Mm-hmm. And I
Yeah.
feel like it's easier to say you're wrong when everything's just been laid out on the table. It would be harder to come forward, and it would be more admirable if you just said all these things yourself. Like, hey, this went down and I'm trying to change.
Yeah.
But it's easier now that everyone already knows, and it doesn't hurt to say, yeah, I'm young and I'm dumb. You know, like,
Yeah.
but this
Own
was
up to it.
Mhm. But this was eye-opening for me. And that would, like you said, it would make the world difference. And I too believe people can change, because I've changed. You know, like every year I change. In a few years I'll look back on the things I did now and be like, I would never do those things. You know, so
100%.
yeah, there's room to grow for sure for them and everyone else.
Yeah. It's just It's a shame, really. And especially with the Ryan Reid, like that really did shock me.
It shocked me.
Truly shocked me. Like when I saw that in the group chat, I was like, no way.
Yeah, shocked me too.
No way. I was like, yeah.
I was like, there's no way this is real.
I was like, there's no way.
And then it just kept coming.
Yeah.
And coming. And I was like,
The evidence.
It's so sad.
People start speaking up more. I was like, what? I did not expect
Yeah, people
that.
feel comfortable to continue,
Yeah.
like, to say their story.
Exactly.
Like the minor, like we would have never heard those voice messages if it weren't for the people who started to talk about who Ryan Reid was and what he was doing.
Because a lot of people in those situations don't realize how big the issue is while they're in it.
Especially if you're young.
Until you step back and you're like, wow, that's actually terrible.
Oh, fly. Got it.
Oh my
You
god.
gonna see it?
No.
Ah!
Where is it?
Not there.
Fuck. It's okay. I'll get it next time.
I'll see you next time. And I owe you.
Remember my face. Yeah.
And I think with like light up situations, current situations, with Ryan Reid, with Sam and Taylor, I think that's where the topic of women supporting women becomes even more important than it already was. You know, like we have to find a way to accept women as they are, defend women, you know, like I'm saying this as a woman. Of course, I'm sure men feel the same way about men, you know, but I think it's incredibly important to create a space that doesn't even subliminally bring other women down, you know, like, and you see a lot of that online, and one thing leads to another, leads to shaming. That's how those things get internalized when you make habits of even implications of bringing another woman down for certain things. It starts off as implication and it grows to hatred, to shaming, you know. That's why it's important to not even touch those topics, to understand what it means to truly be judgment free. Like, and that's hard. Humans judge, but there's levels to it.
Yeah.
You know, like the kind of judge I do, like I feel like I was more judgmental before, but I spent time to work on that. But the kind of judging I do is like sitting at a restaurant and people pass by and you people watch, you know what I mean? But it's not like any kind of harsh judgments. It's just as humans, you see people and you're like, you make assumptions about them, you know, like I wonder if they do this, like if they play this sport, like judgments, you get what I'm saying? But to harshly judge women for little things.
For things that aren't even shameful. Like, couple examples: girls wearing makeup to the gym. There's nothing wrong with that.
Wait, they said that? They said something about that?
No. Not from Sam Taylor.
This is
No.
in general. This is in general. But I've definitely seen it before. Talking down on women that wear makeup to the gym, saying they're not working hard because they're wearing makeup. You can, some people, like everyone wears like makeup.
Ooh, that pisses me off.
Like there's nothing wrong with wearing makeup to the gym. It doesn't make you any better than anyone else, whether you do or you don't.
And
it's
what
fine.
does it have to do
It's
to
just
you?
it's a preference. There's also girls that, like, I've seen people shaming girls for working out with their hair down. There's nothing wrong with that either. If it works for them, it works for them. Like, that's not a problem. And so, like, it's just like women go out of the way to like, I've seen big creators and small creators, and some recently, and it was really disappointing. But shaming girls for things that are completely fine. They're like, there's nothing really wrong with it.
No harm.
There's no harm. It's maybe something you wouldn't do, but just because you don't do it doesn't mean it's embarrassing
or you're superior.
Or you're superior. There's nothing wrong with any of it.
Facts.
Exactly.
And it comes to supporting each other. Like, why can't we just support each other and be happy?
Yeah.
Like,
And like
especially in this industry, that's what we're supposed to be. That's what we're all about. So don't go out of your way. It's embarrassing to go out of your way to shame people for stuff that isn't a problem.
And then again, it's like why do you care? Like, why does it bother you that a girl's wearing a full face of makeup to the gym?
You gotta ask yourself those questions, and you'd probably then battle the internal judgment that you have. You don't notice it's there till you ask yourself those questions. You go, hey, how come I felt the need to comment about it? Because some people think they're coming from a place of no judgment. They say it along the lines of, no, I think they look great. The makeup's so cute, but I personally couldn't do it because I train hard.
Yeah.
Like, you don't.
So it's like she is training hard too, you know?
Yeah, that implication of shame is there, and they don't even see it. They, if anything, they think, no, I think it's cute, but I'm just training hard, so I can't. Like, you have to pause. And I feel like, especially if you're young, like I was there when I was younger. I used to say that about people's hairs down, but this is when I first started lifting, like 16. I used to bring up that topic to my friend, and I used to be like, I think I would love to work out with my hair down. I would love to be like them, but I can't. I train too hard. I sweat too much. And now I'm like, yeah, I know why I was saying that. I thought that I was training harder, was doing more in the gym because I couldn't tie my hair up. But it's like wrong. Like I've worked out with pros who work out with their hair down. Like, excuse me, I'm sure they're training harder than I ever will, and I can't work out with my hair down.
And for me,
but they do it every day.
Yeah, like I see people that work out with their hair down. I won't, because I can't. I don't know how to. But it's not a problem. Yeah, so it's honestly, I kind of admire them for being able to do that, because I can't do it.
Yeah.
like I cause I can't. I don't have the what's the word? Necessities.
Or just
the talent.
Yeah, you're just not used to it, you know?
Yeah, I feel like if you did, you would be. It's just like a habit. It's almost like some people are like, I can't work out in a long sleeve. Yeah. It's too restricting. But since I've done it every day, I can. But the truth is like I used to say the same thing until one day I bought a long sleeve. It was uncomfortable, but I did it anyway, and I liked how cute it looked. And eventually I did it, and now I'm so comfortable in it. I can't imagine not wearing a long sleeve. You know, it just of forming that habit or that comfortability to do it. But yeah, to touch on like the way that these shaming women sometimes comes, it's not always direct. Sometimes it looks like support. And I think it's important to discuss this so that you can even see if sometimes you're participating in that. And it's not shameful. I feel like everyone at some point of time may have slightly done something like that. And I like comments like, she looks beautiful, but I could never because I'm training hard.
It sounds very competitive to me.
Yeah. It's judgment. And you have to be able to realize that. And you have to, and I see whenever topics like that come up on my For You page, there is thousands of girls saying, yeah, I agree. So it's crazy to see that we don't realize that yet, that those things can foster a really bad mindset towards other women who do those things.
Another thing is also shaming girls for wearing sets.
Oh, that happens all the time.
Cute,
yeah.
Like wearing cute outfits to the gym. They're like, oh, they're not training as hard or like, oh, I'm not looking for attention, so I just wear a baggy shirt and
I used to be scared of wearing cute matching. So I used to. I guess that's why I mix match a lot now. I used to hate wearing matching sets because I was embarrassed of receiving comments like that. So I would always mix and match because someone looks more matchy and more. She's wearing a cute set when it's like purple and purple, right? So I would always do.
Mix match.
I would never wear the pairs of clothes together, and even now I hardly do that because it's been like engraved in me. But it started because of that. I was embarrassed. I would see comments like that all the time, like, "Oh, if she's wearing a pink matching Gymshark set, she's not there to actually train."
Yeah. Like, what the fuck? So I'm sorry, but like, what?
Yeah.
Like, why do people care about what other people are doing? Like, okay, I'm a huge advocate of look good, feel good, do good. So if that girl is looking good, she's feeling good,
and she's training hard.
Like, why does it matter to you? Like, literally, like, why do people have the need to even speak on that? Like, unless you're that individual, you shouldn't be saying anything. You know? Like, what harm does it have?
It sucks why people want to judge so hard every day, everywhere.
It's just so messed up. I feel like majority of humans just have this horrible mindset. Like, you guys all need to go to therapy ASAP. Please.
Yeah.
Like,
and
what?
just leave people alone.
Leave people alone. Let them be.
It's a useful tool to develop, to learn how to leave people alone. Yeah. I mean, and no one's perfect when it comes to that. Like, even like when we say this, it's not like I'm not perfect either, you know, but I've learned so much, and I mind my own business 99% of the time now, and I'm happier, by the way, because those like judgments are come from a place of hate. Like, you're bitter to some degree, by the way.
It kind of comes from a place of insecurity if you think about it, because like why would you care that a girl is wearing a full face of makeup, you know?
Yeah
It's
because you see, like,
it's a lack of confidence.
It's like, I wish I could do that, but because I can't, then I'm gonna talk smack, you know?
Yeah, I want to find a reason as to why I can't.
Exactly.
And she can. It's because I'm training harder.
Oh, please.
Yeah.
That girl's probably putting 315, you know? Yeah.
Sweating her ass off. Literally. Oh my god. So I made, this is a good, like, to bounce off that. I made a video about this once, about like wearing makeup to the gym. And someone commented and was like, this is again like the subliminal shaming, was just like, no, I don't care if people wear makeup to the gym. I'm just worried about them sweating with all that makeup on. Like, it'll clog their pores. It's bad for their skin. And I responded, I was like, so whenever you go outside on a hot day and you see a girl with wearing makeup, are you also heavily concerned with her there? Like, people wear makeup everywhere that's hot. Like, what does that even mean? Like, at a festival, I've sweat more in my life than I ever have in the gym, and everyone's wearing makeup. You think this person walks around like gravely concerned with everyone's skin that
I know,
day?
and people wear makeup to the beach too, and it gets hot.
Please. And I know that she doesn't even see that she's thinking that way. She genuinely thinks she's coming from a place
Good heart.
of a good heart. Yeah. I'm concerned with their skin. No, you're not, dude.
Why are you so concerned with someone else's skin?
Yeah.
Like,
You don't even know them.
Like, you're gonna go
people
give
can
them,
break
like,
out for
face
so many
wash?
reasons. Yeah. That's almost
Your
insulting.
skincare routine, like that is insulting a little bit.
That's wild, bro. That's literally wild.
Imagine.
Okay, to wrap out this episode, we just want to, give our 2 cents. And I personally think that it doesn't cost anything just to be a kind-hearted person. I think everyone in this world is struggling with something, So, like, make their day, or just make their day a little bit sweeter, and just compliment someone from a place of a good heart.
Agreed. And think about what you say before you say it. It's very, very important.
Exactly.
Yeah, and it doesn't like ever hurt to take the time to recognize like if what you are saying about a woman to a woman is coming from a good place or not. And if it's not like it's not the end of the world, but it's easy to change.
Exactly.
We love you guys, and thank you for tuning into episode 12 of Muscle Mommies. We love you.
We love you. Bye.
Bye.